guys, what's going on? It's your boy Clark here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back. And if you are, hi, welcome. My name is Clark. Please sit down and enjoy the ride because today I got some tea. Okay. As you can clearly read by the title description below, it's gonna be a whole lot louder. I was really debating on whether I should do this or not because I don't want to give light to a situation that I'm not currently still over, but then I am over at the same time. If that makes any sense. But I'm gonna try to keep it short and cute. It's a long story short, but not really. Everybody's gonna get into it. And before I get into this video, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and that bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. Okay. So for today's story time, I'm gonna be telling you guys about my experience with the Come Up New York era that's been going on and what happened and why I'm no longer the executive producer of the show. Before we get into it, I just want to let you know that the person that I am talking about, no, this is not me putting any kind of hate towards him. I'm not putting dirt in his name. I'm not trying to talk smack about him or anything like that. This is just my experience and how I felt about my experience working with that person. I'm only making this video only because recently it's been coming to light to a lot of people about what's been going on, and I've been getting a few DMs here and there about what happened and why exactly that I refuse to film with him anymore. And it's just to answer anybody's question in the public, out in the open, so nobody can mix my words and try to make it seem like something that it's not. 2 years ago, 2 years ago, he had asked me to help him film. I'm gonna give him a name. You wanna give him? I don't know. We'll give him Boston. That's where he lives, I guess. So we can give him Boston. Boston asked me to help him film his show, to Come Up New York, and it was kind of out of the blue. But then it was out of the blue, but I really didn't mind because I always had my eye out on Boston for a while now. We were really friends back in the day, but we just lost communication because we've been so busy. So mind you, I was working a job with kids. I was working at an after-school program, and it was like from 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, either 3 to 6 or 3 to 7, one of the two. But I was working a job, and after my job, I would come out and help him film his show. So he asked me, at first it wasn't no arrangements to pay me at first, but after like the season started going on and on and on, I was like, okay, like I'm busting my ass, like I'm tired, like I'll get off of work and come straight to you to help you with your stuff. And so mind you, working with kids is really like, it takes a lot of energy out of you at the end of the day. So, boom. So I asked him about payment. He was like, yeah, no problem. Like, you know, as each episode airs, you know, whatever payment he gets from YouTube, he'll pay me some money from that YouTube episode. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, this is the amount of time that like I was starting to become very serious about my YouTube channel, and I was like, you know, asking him things of that nature, stuff like that, a little piece of advice. He would give it to me, but it wasn't really like black and white, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, like I accept any advice given, whatever. And so whenever he did pay me, I think he paid me at least once throughout the episodes of the episodes airing, and it was like $50, $50 or $30, something like that, something around there. And initially in my mind, I'm like, okay, girl, like this is really nothing, but whatever. Like I'm very humble, I'm very grateful for what I can receive and what I do. So like when he gave me the funds, and I was just like, oh, okay, like I gave very much thank you, I appreciate it, you know, come out your pocket, because I was understanding that like he is he's a producer himself, so he's paying everything out of pocket. YouTube's not paying, like YouTube is paying him, but he's spending more money than YouTube is paying him, if that makes any sense. But he was like taking everything out of his own pocket, like out from the job that he currently had during some time and everything like that. So he was just basically pretty much paying everything out of pocket, and I was appreciative of that because he honestly really didn't have to do that for me. But being that I'm working for him as a favor to him, you know, at least I'm getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? And so he would he would pay me and stuff like that, but it was only once. He paid me a total of 2 times, but the first time was like $40-$50, and then during like filming sessions, he would pay for my, like he would offer to pay for my meals. And so, you know, if anybody offers you, like, you know, like you're not thinking nothing of it, you know, like you're like, oh, okay, cool, like no problem, whatever, like sure, like okay. And it was always from McDonald's. Okay, it wasn't no grand scheme or nothing like that. It was always from McDonald's. And I really wouldn't get nothing but a McChicken, a chicken sandwich, and some fries. And that was it. Like, I really was not breaking nobody's neck at McDonald's. I could have ordered Big Mac with the McFlurry, a large Sprite, a large fry, apple pie. I could have ordered all that, but I was like, no, like, because I'm a big bitch. Like, even though I'm skinny, I'm a big bitch. I get like a big bitch, okay? But that's neither here or there. As we're getting closer to the union, we're like talking about union plans, stuff like that. Mind you, before we even get there, mind you, I put my friend at the time, Ant, on the show. And Ant was really hesitant of being on the show in the first place because of certain people that was on the show that he had ties with and that he really wasn't cool with. So there were times where like I had to like really convince and persuade Ant to really like, so Boston would really like ask me to like get him on the show, and I did. I wound up getting my friend Ant on the show. And if you guys know me, and you guys know me for a while now, you know me and Ant was like this. Like when you saw Ant, you saw me, and you saw me, you saw Ant. Like Ant, you can ask anybody that I know, they will tell you that me and Ant was really like two peas in the pod. So there was one time where we had to go film, and I had no idea who. No, actually I did. I had an idea who was filming. He told me who we were filming, and Ant was part of that he was filming. But it wasn't until 2 of the cast members came, and one of those 2 cast members was somebody that Ant had dealt with, and that kind of had like some sort of beef with. And I personally didn't really feel comfortable with that, because I felt like I'm putting my friend in a predicament that he really does not want to be in, and that I didn't want him to make me feel like I set him up, because I really had no idea, like this type of sneaky shit that was going on. And only have one scene where he was really going off, and him and the boy was really arguing and whatnot. I was sacrificing my friendship, and I would like in my head I was like, yo, Ant really probably think that like I set him up for failure, like I set him up to do this to him, and I really didn't. And while we were filming, I had to cut the camera off. Even though I wasn't supposed to, I cut the camera off and I kept it filming, and I was like, yo, like, here's what's tea. And I told him like I had no idea this was gonna happen. I didn't find out until we went to go get the boys, and then like by the time we came back, like it was too late and it was really happening. I had no chance to give you a heads up or nothing like that. And so like I really did not want him to feel like I was to blame for that. And then after that, like he cut ties with me because he felt like that's really, like he didn't really cut ties with me. He just like, we just didn't speak after that. That's basically what it was. It was given very much by. Just an example of one of the things that I did for Boston to help him with his show, if that makes any sense. Union's coming, and there was a contract, and on that contract, if you didn't come to the union, you will be owed a certain amount of money. And I thought it was like legit serious, so I was like trying to pressure Ant, like, yo, you gotta come to the union. Like, I don't care what you say, you need to get your ass up, come to the union, because I do not need you to be dealing with this contract coming after you, and you already got enough on your plate. Okay, cool, but never came. Whatever. Day of the union, we are filming Day of the Union, and long story short, a fight happens and it gets shut down. And it gets shut down because of a fight happened, and during that fight, I tried to break up a fight, and I almost wound up getting into the fight, trying to break it up. so the reunion wound up getting shut down early, and that day, Boston paid me $30. And verbatimly, he said, this is take this for now. This is like, verbatimly said, this is for now. Like, this is for now. Basically saying this is for now. And before we even filmed the reunion, me and Boston came to an agreement that he was gonna get me a Nintendo Switch, or the value of the Nintendo Switch. At this time, I really wanted a Switch because everybody I knew, like, I'm a gamer. If you knew me, I'm a gamer. And so everybody I knew basically had a Nintendo Switch, and I really, really wanted my own Nintendo Switch. So I was like, cool, instead of you have to pay me like money, like, just give me a Switch. All I really want is a Switch. Like, just give me a Switch and we cool. We cool. He's like, okay. And the day of the reunion, he gave me $30. Now, a few weeks go by after that. I'm gonna leave the screenshots next to me somewhere, or I'm gonna just do a voiceover, one or two, but I'm gonna leave the screenshot somewhere on the screen. And he was basically telling me, like, two weeks went by. First of all, bitch, boom. 2 weeks went by, and after the reunion, 2 weeks went by, and I didn't hear anything from Boston. Boston didn't say anything to me. So I broke the ice, and I was like, yo. I said, hey girl, I know it's kind of late or whatever, but bitch, I just want to know when you think you'll be able to give me that Switch, baby girl. My boyfriend's gonna get his soon, and that bitch trying to play with him. Now, this is me trying to be nice, like asking, like, okay, real money, because I'm not gonna like be like aggressive with it. I'm not really an aggressive person. I'm really passive aggressive. So anything I do or say is really like passive aggressive, but whatever. So he sends me a screenshot of the reunion and the money that his estimated revenue that he's supposed to have made for the show, for that episode. He sends me a screenshot. He was like, I was gonna take the money that I got from the reunion. What? He was like, I was gonna take the money that I got from the reunion views this month, but YouTube cut off the monetized for it, so now I didn't get anything. I said, baby girl. He was like, yeah, the video alone is gonna help out a lot for my check this month, but apparently some best I use is copywritten. Oh, some beat he used is copywritten. I was like, that sucks. He said, tell me about it. And I'm like, so I guess I'll just wait a little longer then. So then he goes, you gotta be slick. When you think about it now, you gotta be slick. But I was like, and he was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I'll grind up hard and accept the coins and grab it, haha. I'm like, girl, you trying to like grind or save up the coins? Girl, you owe me the coins, so I should have to save up the coins, not if you owe me the coins. Period. Like, girl, number what's gotta pay for? Like, basically, like, just give him like one around, trying to make it seem like I got a whole bunch of stuff to pay for because I need you to give my money. Like, give me my coin. You owe me my coin. Give me my coin. Period. Like, you owe me this money, so it's your responsibility to give me this money. Period. Because we agreed on it, and that should have been that, and you should have paid what was due when it was time to pay up what was due. Period. I proceeded to tell him, like, I want my money. Like, I really want my money. And he posts up a picture on Instagram saying, this is what he got me. He posted a boomerang of nearly $2,000. I remember this because I paused the boomerang, I paused it, and I counted each $20 bill that I saw. And it was about $2,000. And I seen that, and I DM'd him right away. I was like, oh, so this must mean like you're gonna be able to pay me now. Like, you got this money, like, run it up. And he's like, no, I don't pay people for previous projects that I've done. He's basically saying like he don't pay money that he's made off of one project from a previous project. So being that he's shooting a music video and he still owes money from the reunion, he's not paying money from the music video to people that he still owes from the reunion. That's basically what it is. No, I need my money. So I was pressing him. I'm like, that's not really fair. Like, we agreed on something. Like, I really feel like I should get paid. And Boston is a really good talker. Like he knows how to talk his way out of situations. And being that we had like a friendship going on, I really wasn't like trying to like ruin it because I really do enjoy Boston's company from time to time. Like he's a really good friend outside of business. I really wasn't trying to destroy the friendship like that, but I was letting him know like I want my coin. Pretty much. Like I need my coin. That didn't happen. Tell you right now, that did not happen. And I was like kinda like, okay. And this is just a little bit of more proof that I was really trying to give him my money, but he wasn't really trying to give it to me. He felt some sort of way that I wasn't accepting no for an answer. I texted him. We were basically talking. I said, "Hey, love, how are you?" I was checking out on him, and we were talking a little bit. And I was telling him like, you know, I've just been busy with YouTube, my makeup and stuff. I just want to make sure that everything is good between us, friendship and business-wise. After the misunderstanding you've been on my mind lately. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I just felt a little attacked in a way for something I had no control over. I felt like no matter how many times I explained it to you, it kind of seemed like it wasn't good enough for you. And I was like, damn, I don't know what to say. And I was like, no, I didn't mean for you to feel attacked. I was just honestly looking forward to either the switch or the money to use it so I get my driver's license. And I really wasn't understanding that, to be honest. But looking back, I kind of saw how I was talking to you, and I didn't mean to come off that rude. And he's like, I appreciate it. Boom, whatever. I guess we just like continue to just be cordial and whatnot. And we even linked up after that to like, you know, like make sure everything was good. And we did, and everything was fine. Fast forward to me still not getting my money. Okay, so fast forward to me still not getting my money. And by this time, I was like, okay, so if you're not giving me the money, you gotta at least put me on your show. And I was really trying to get on the show because he had a really big platform. You're my friend. I'm thinking you can put me on your platform, you know, just to like help me, you know, grow as an influencer so I can show the world what I really got. Like, if you, my thing is, if you're my friend, if I'm your friend and I have a bigger platform than you, I'm gonna at least, and you wanna be on my stuff, I'm gonna be like, girl, let's go. Like, you on the show right now. Like, and we can create a whole little storyline or whatever the case may be. But with him, I guess he had a certain vision for his show, and he really wasn't trying to have that. And I'm like sleeping on it, and I'm like, girl, okay. So I said, hey girl, I was doing some thinking. I came to the decision that unfortunately I won't be able to help you film season 3. Last season I supported you and helped you film, and although I'm grateful for the experience, it's just not something I'm entirely into. I want to be supported the way I supported you, which is why I asked to be put on season 3. This has nothing to do with me not being on the season at all, and I want to make that very clear. I just have to keep it real with myself and not force myself to do something that's not entirely in my heart. Even though I do have fun getting all the tea and get to spend time with my friend doing filming, it's just not really something that I'm interested in, and it's not something that I want to risk losing time from my job and dreams for. I hope you understand, and you'll always have my support as a true friend. Boom. He responds, okay, I understand. And then like a few days later, he's like, what you doing tonight? I'm like, nothing. He's like, do you want to film? I'm like, I just told you I don't want to film. Girl, bye. So therefore, I'm like, okay, I can film. Sorry, I didn't even show up to the damn thing. I didn't even text him back after that. Fast forward a little bit, he asked me if I want to go to Poconos. And I'm like, oh yeah, girl. Like, it's budget before Corona even happened, nothing like that. So he asked me if I want to go to Poconos. I said, yeah, I want to go to Poconos. So I requested off the days that he wanted me to request off, and it got approved, and I was good. I was like, yes, like we going to Poconos. I get to invite Bay. We finna be lit. I'm finna turn up with my boyfriend and have a good old time, a little big vacation. And he even agreed and told me that it would be a little vacation for me. So I'm like, okay, cool. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, he had a certain amount of people going, but I guess people like ducked out in the last minute, so he wanted to like invite enough people so that way the trip could be as cheap as possible. That's what I thought in my head. But apparently he had other motives. He then proceeds to text me. He's like, oh, like, girl, hold on. So he then is like telling me the itinerary and whatnot. He's like, oh, we're gonna film, da da da. And then he was like, I asked him if me and my boyfriend are getting our own bed because I'm not sharing a room with none of these hoes. Excuse my language, but I'm not sharing a room with nobody that's not my man. That's one period. And he's like, I have to look at the Airbnb again, but you guys should have be sleeping in areas like everyone else. But we are going there to work. Yes, he will continue to have fun on the side on downtime, but it's mainly to film. Just want to be clear. And I'm like, you want me to film, or are you saying you're gonna mostly film because me and Anderson go out somewhere and while y'all filming? And he's like, LOL, for you to film with the rest of us was why I was saying you should come and have fun, but also because we are filming for season 3. I was like, ah! It's like, okay, LMAO, if I have to film in order to go, I'm gonna pass. I thought you were just inviting me as a friendly gesture. And he's like, it is to invite you as a friendly gesture to have fun. However, that's an important part of why we are there. But alright. I was like, yes, you guys are there to film, but I'm not part of the cast or the camera crew. If you would have stated otherwise when you first asked, and I would have been like, okay, yeah, sure. But I was thinking like, okay, Karan invited me, yay, it'll be a good day for my birthday, and I get to have fun and enjoy the time there, especially because I always took off for those days. And then let me make sure I have the screenshot so I can put it in the video. And then he's like, I said we are going to film from season 3. He said that I said that we are going to film season 3, but also get away and have fun as well. But it's cool, I understand. And I was like, when you said it, it wasn't clear as in me and you, LMAO. I thought you had a chemical already. He said, I do have a chemical already that you just be helping me film with it. I said, oh, okay, so why can't I just come to enjoy everybody's company and not have to film? Period. And he's like, because we're going there to work, and yes, we will have fun as well. The main reason why each person is there to film or be filmed, we can't have people come in who aren't going to be a part of the team or at least the trip. I was like, well, it wasn't clear to me that I'll be there to work, especially since our last conversation, I told you I had no interest in filming season 3. You are entitled to your rules and regulations regarding your team/cast, but say if I was to film, Anderson would still be there. Who isn't part of the team, who definitely wouldn't be filming. So that's low-key goes against that last sentence. But I don't have interest in filming right now, but I do hope you guys have a lot of fun, and I'll be tuned in when this season airs. Period. And that pretty much was it. Months and months went by, and I really started to miss my friend a little bit, and so there were times when like I'll be vulnerable and really try to like reach out to him and rekindle the friendship that was lost. And that's just the person in me, because he really was one of my genuine friends, no shade. But after like people do that to you, when you go back to those negative moments, it's like, why would you do that to your friend? Like, if I was your friend, like, why would you put me in that position where I have to force my friend to do what is right? Pay me. If you want to invite me somewhere to make amends, invite me to make amends, but not have to force me to do something that I already told you I ain't finna do. Period. And then, bitch, you didn't even offer to pay me to go to Poconos and film with you or film for you. Like, you didn't offer no sort of like money and nothing like that. I'm paying for the Airbnb. I'm paying for my own food and drinks, stuff like that. Like, plus gas money for whoever's driving. Girl, you didn't even pay me for that. Like, you didn't offer to pay for nothing. Like, girl, Pocono trip, bye. But that's really like how it really gave, and like it's just too much going on. And I was just like, girl, like, I have moments and times where like I really want to reach out to him and rekindle the friendship, and I even reach out for him for his birthday and stuff like that. But when you think about it, like going back thinking about it, it's like, girl, you have me all the way messed up, and you will never get the chance to get to me ever again in life. In this lifetime, next lifetime, and the lifetime after that. Never. Because girl, you had me all the way. Like, I was really, really kind. I did what I was supposed to do as a friend, and I held my end of the bargain. Pretty much. And you didn't hold yours. And that's what it gave. And when people ask me why I wasn't on the show, or why, like, you know, like, I wasn't helping film again, I did actually go into one of the capitalist lies. You know, I told him, like, you know, apparently, you know, people don't support me how I support them. He took offense to that and tried to check me and go, we just don't leave it like that. He tried to check me. I just say like that. He tried to check me, and I politely shut that checking down, politely as possible, in a friendly, passive aggressive way. But that's just the on that, and that's what it was, and that's my experience filming with Boston, pretty much. Yeah, like I said, this video was not made to expose him, or to talk down on him, or to sabotage whatever you got going on. People were just asking me about my experiences. I'm no longer an executive producer, and being that he was doing this to other people who he hired to help him film his show, and they all coming out and they all asking me my input, and so this is why I'm doing this video, so I can respond to people asking without having my words being twisted and turned around and make a big thing about it, but it's not really that serious anymore. It's happened 2 years ago. It is what it is. I just hope he learns from this lesson and learns to abide by his word and really do what is right by the people who have done nothing wrong to him, and hold his end of the bargain. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you guys next week for my next video. If you do not follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can help me decide on my next video, guys. Okay? So I'll see you guys next week, and stay cute, stay quarantined, and wear your mask. Period.